All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. So, as you can see, I'm doing this video on this article right here. And we already know that the tap water and everything in this society, all around America is polluted. Yet, the masses of the people, in 2019, a lot of people are still drinking tap water. Whether they at school, the kids drinking it, people at their house drinking it, or whatever. All right. Now this is an article that's just based out here in California. Yet you can apply this still to everywhere else because there ain't no clean drinking water, coming out anybody's faucet these days. All right. And you still, like I said, you still got people actually drinking their faucet water, and then now all of a sudden the so-called white man, he's coming out and actually letting it be known that it's not healthy for you. All of a sudden, when all of these it's been decades going by, people drinking out their tap water, and Esau been proclaiming that it's safe to drink when it's actually not. You got all type of heavy metals, fluoride, arsenic, all type of stuff in there. And this article is actually just now saying how drinking dirty tap water pretty much is causing a lot of cancer. All right, and like I said, we've been known this. The people in the world, they don't know that. All right, you shouldn't be drinking unless you got a filter or whatever to purify the water. You shouldn't be drinking out your tap water. All right, because that's the last thing that you should be going to for some water. All right, you better off buying some plastic water, a water bottle at that point if you ain't got a filter. All right. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this article and hit some precepts. And so the heading says, study estimates 15,000 cancer cases could stem from chemicals in the California tap water. A new study finds that drinking tap water in California over the course of a lifetime could increase the risk of cancer. Researchers from the environmental advocacy group, Working Group, estimated that the contaminants found in public water systems in California could contribute to about 15,500 cancer cases there over the course of a lifetime. These contaminants include chemicals such as arsenic, hexavalent chromium, and radioactive elements such as uranium and radium. The study was published Tuesday in the journal Environmental Health. We need to look at contaminants as a group, not just one at a time. It's more important to analyze co-occurring contaminants to understand the real-world exposure, said lead author Tasha Stober, a senior scientist with EWG. She explained that cancer risks are typically determined at the individual element level. Stoiber and her colleagues evaluated 2,737 different public water systems across the state of California by assessing the level of reported contaminants in the systems. These water systems are the main providers of drinking water in California, serving 98% of the state's population. They are regulated by the Federal Safe Drinking Water Act and overseen by state regulators. Water systems test for a host of both regulated and unregulated contaminants to maintain a safe drinking water supply. The study's authors calculated cancer risk by looking at the reported contaminant levels from 2011 to 2015, assessing the yearly averages of all the reported contaminants and adding them together to determine cumulative risk. Nearly 500 high-risk water systems. The authors divided the water systems into 4 different categories of risk. The highest category estimated an additional cancer risk of more than 1 in 1,000 people being diagnosed with cancer over the course of a lifetime from drinking tap water. Researchers did not identify which systems, which water systems were considered high risk, regardless of the role of drinking water. According to the American Cancer Society, nearly 40% of all Americans will be diagnosed with cancer during their lifetime. Now that's dang near like half of them, 10% away from being 50%. All right. And it's saying nearly, but 40% is a high number. All right. And we know for sure that everything that you drinking in tap water, it kills your body, all right, and causes cancer. Yet Esau, he's just trying to word it in a nice way. So, and now it says, continuing on, nearly 500 of the community water systems evaluated fit the highest risk category. The researchers estimated that drinking water from these systems over a lifetime will result in 4,860 cancer diagnoses. When asked about the report, the California Environmental Protection Agency said it would not comment on the study at this time. Now, see, Esau is getting exposed, and now he doesn't want to comment on it when this is supposed to, the water and how it's regulated and everything else is supposed to be, the government supposed to regulate it, saying, checking it, making sure it's safe to drink, this and that. When clearly they're not doing none of that, man. And we, like I said, brothers in the truth, people that actually look into things and research that know about, the government, so-called conspiracy theories, stuff like that. We all know what's up with the water, all right? Of course it's not safe to drink. Yet the masses of these people who are actually still trusting the government, still believing in America, are you still trusting the so-called white man, all right, who was Esau? You still believing in everything he's telling you. All these people, you're the ones who's actually drinking this water, all right? You believe that it's safe to drink this water, man, when it's actually destroying you along with everything else in the society, the food, the air, everything. All right. And this report's coming out and they don't want to comment on it. And the so-called white man never wants to comment when he's getting exposed about his wickedness. All right. And I'm not going to read the rest of the article because it's, yeah, that was like the main point. But as you can see, they're just now, going into how it's not safe to drink the tap water. And you got somebody showing the water is actually dirt in there, man. All right. And if you, like I said, if you drinking out of tap water in 2019, man, you just you through, shouldn't be drinking no tap water. And yet this is just now coming out that as far as like the so-called white man putting it on the regular mainstream news. This is like on CNN article, all right. And what did Esau have to say about it? Nothing. He's no comment. Yet they're supposed to be the one regulating the water, making sure it's safe to drink for the masses of the people, which is showing you that the so-called white man doesn't care about the masses of the people. He wants to destroy you. All right, and we know that. All right, it's these other 2/3 of our people that don't know, and the rest of the masses of the people in the world that don't know this. All right, that don't know that the so-called white man actually wants to destroy you and kill you, man. All right, and you see, it says when you're drinking it throughout a lifetime, it'll cause cancer. Well, imagine everything else that it does to you besides just causing cancer. And that's just one of the many things that the so-called white man is doing to destroy and kill the people, the masses of the people in America. All right. This is Sirach 12 and 10. It says to never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And that's right, man. You're not supposed to trust anything, man. All right. Don't trust him when he tell you that it's safe to drink the water. All right. Don't trust him about these vaccines he's pushing on everybody. He's literally forcing it on you to drink it. I mean, not to drink it, but forcing it on you to take it. All right. Just like drinking this water. If you're not going out there to buy a filter, to buy bottled water, all right, to have something to purify your water, he's forcing you to drink polluted water. All right. Just like with the vaccines, if you're one of those people who are out there where you get quarantined and you're literally getting forced to get vaccinated, he's forcing you to take poison. All right, it's not an option. He's actually telling you have to do this. All right, or it's going to be consequences. So he's literally and he's saying that it's something that's good for you. Why would, if something is good for you, why are you forcing it upon the people? You know, that should be a red flag right there. When something's being forced upon you, and you got to actually take it. It's not even a choice at that point. It's not a choice in the matter. All right, clearly it's something up. Yet the masses of the people in the world, they don't question anything that the so-called white man tells them to do. All right, the scriptures say never trust thine enemy. You don't even know that this is your enemy. All right, that's why he's polluting the water. That's why he's forcing these vaccines on everybody, spreading them, plagues around. All of a sudden, you know, last year it wasn't even with the measles. It wasn't even over the whole year of 2018. It was only like 300. It was under 400 cases of measles throughout the whole year of 2018. Now we're in 2019. You have way more than, like, I think we're around over 700 cases now. All right. So clearly it shows you that the so-called white man, he has an agenda with all this, man. And the agenda is really plain and simple. We've been telling our people this, man. His agenda is to destroy the masses of the people, man. Predominantly you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Everybody else out here in America who gets caught up in it, hey, they're just casualties, all right? The so-called white man doesn't care about them either. Yet his main goal his main target is our people, man. All right, and that's why you see all these things going on. And we're in the last days, so you're going to see these things be sped up even more now. All right. Now this is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds." And that's exactly what the so-called white man is doing, man. All right. He's doing this with the water. All right. Spraying chemtrails in the air, feeding you GMOs. All right. Polluting your food. All right. Trying to program your mind on TV and school systems. Trying to make 5G now. All right. All these things are different ways of him devising iniquity. All right. And he's working evil upon their beds. And continuing on, it says, when the morning is light, they practice it because this is in the power of their hand. And that's exactly why the so-called white man is doing this. All right. It says because it's in the power of their hand. And how do you know it's in the power of their hand? In Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So that's how we know it's in the power of his hand, because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. So we know that the so-called white man has the power to do nothing but wickedness because the earth is given into his hand right now at this time. All right. And this isn't going to be like this forever. All right. We're in the last days, yet the so-called white man is going to be pushing his wickedness more and more as we are in these last days and getting closer to the return of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. As we get closer to Esau being taken out, you're going to see a lot more plagues, pestilences, all right, different things taking place upon the earth. And that's why you see wickedness at an all-time high as well. All right. Yet this is, like I said, this is only temporary, man. This ain't gonna be like this forever. Yet our people, they're still trusting in the so-called white man, and they still want to live here in America. You actually want to live somewhere where you're being given polluted water, polluted food. Everything that you're given destroys you. Everything that's created destroys you here, man. All right. That's why we have to get out of this place, man. All right. Pray that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai returns soon. Sends Yahushai back soon to deliver us, man, from all the wiles of the devil, man, the trickery, all right, the different devices, the different iniquities that the so-called white man is devising for our people, man. Because here in America, everything's polluted, man. All right, I'm gonna get this. Matter of fact, it's in the same book. Jump down to verse 10. That's why it says this. When you jump down, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you with even. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. And that's why you're supposed to rise and depart out of America, man. Not physically, but spiritually, man. You gotta know what's going on, man. All right, because this place is polluted, and it will destroy you if you don't know what's going on. and you're just out here just living your life going on about casually like it ain't nothing wrong, you could easily be caught up in the pollution in this world, all right, and it will destroy you, all right. Look at everybody else out in the world right now, man. They're physically destroyed, man. All right, spiritually destroyed. All right, on all levels, man. Yet we're not like that because we're actually departing from this world, man, spiritually, and we know we're not ignorant of the devices of the Satan, man. That's why, like I said earlier, unlike the masses of the people in America, man, I know for sure, bros ain't out there drinking no damn tap water, man. And if you are drinking tap water, it's somebody that has a filter system or something, all right? Because we try to take care of our temple as much as possible. Because the so-called white man tries to destroy our temple as much as possible. So we have to combat that by trying to take care of it, all right? Yeah, that was like the main point. I just wanted to go into this article. Like I said, we already know that the tap water isn't good for you. Yet the so-called white man is just now coming out in an article on a regular, the so-called mainstream news, CNN, and proclaiming that how unsafe it is, which everybody should already know, yet they don't. Here in 2019, people still drinking tap water, man. All right. And so with that, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. I'm gonna give all praises again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, and Shalom to the Akim out there, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.